some more Avowed. In the last episode, we met the Archmage. I think his name was like Rengrim or something weird like that. I personally don't think she's an enemy to us. I mean, she doesn't seem to like Ludwin, so I mean, I guess that's a start. Because I don't really like Ludwin. I like Ludwin aesthetically. I think the concept of a Death Knight is pretty cool. And if you know anything about D&D, Death Knights are pretty fucking dope anyway. I don't remember the exact lore. Also, I've been thinking about something. Actually, let's get out of combat real quick and then I'll talk on it. Can't believe it took me this long to notice it. Since I'm such a big nerd in Skyrim. Alright, I think I'm out of combat. Alright. No, shut up. Alright. Flaming sword, right? Circular hilt. And a white gem in the middle. And if you take a look at the name, Last Light of Day, Dawn's Embrace. They fucking made Dawnbreaker from Skyrim. What in the shit? You can't tell me they don't look at least somewhat similar. Or at least the concept is the same. It doesn't have... I mean, Dawnbreaker's way better, but... I mean, hey, at least... reimagining of a weapon is kind of cool. So, I mean, it counts for something. Like, half a point. Also, the review at the end is not going to be... I'm not going to give a rating. I'm just going to tell you my thoughts.
Magical ability required to make such a barrier. It's remarkable.
That's what I've decided. I'm just going to tell you guys my thoughts, and then you can decide for yourself if you want this game. Or if you just want to steer clear of it.
A branch
Worth and Rock!
Invaders in the garden! Enemy to the right!
Worth and Rock! Up 10! Eon Seek! Seek! Seek!
We've seen giants like these before. What happened here?
Worth and Rock!
You asked for it!
Watch out! Reinforcements!
Reinforcements from where? Okay, guess not.
We're on the right track. You can tell because it's extremely dangerous.
He disturbs us. Speed!
It's worse than rock! Go up 10!
We've got the base!
It's worse than rock!
I've dreamt of exploring Nagukubel for years. To find out what happened to the godless who built this and why they vanished. Of course, but we can take a little look around, since we're here already, can't we?
We found something like this in Naku Tadak. What's their significance?
These are magfolk. They're often found in many godless ruins, but they are definitely not godless. No one knows where the magfolk came from, only that they seem to be in constant conflict with the godless. Godless ruins are filled with magfolk remains, but no records of them exist in Akhidan lore. I don't think the godless did well against the magfolk.
They seem to be killing machines. But who made them? And to what end?
8 years. Blood like a fountain. No quarter. Nothing spared.
Wait, did the voice in your head just talk? What did it say? Perhaps more. It's impossible to know the true count. Anything of historic importance is often blood-soaked. Are you ready? Okay. Athik, Worthan, Roth.
We remember. They love. We remember.
Never heard of them. If you insist.
Not bad for a scholar.
Eon seek!
Oh, look at that Audra.
The heart of the Ashida beats. Our veins stir. You are close. Seek the ancient kith who dwell here. They will show you the way.
Oh my god, that it looks like a really big shard. That thing is massive.
An intruder comes. You don't belong here. What business do you have in this place? Tell me, before I strike you down. and the Gardener. Of course, they'd seek more souls to help them.
The Gardener. That must be how the ancient Akedans referred to their god. To stop it all.
I am Numena, Tebaro Senakis, and guardian of the Akeda and the living lands. They came swarming, relentless, these juggernauts. So many they stole the heat from the stars. They brought death to our temples. They brought doom to our king. And the sky held no sun as our children screamed.
Oh, I know this. You speak of the Magfolk.
Yes, Story Seeker. Their corpses remain, as do our memories of what they did to us. After our Gardener? If so, I've learned so much. Our woods were burned. Our buildings were broken. Anything that was of Akeda, they destroyed.
That's why there are no records. No histories.
We fought so hard, but we fell too. Then they trapped our Gardener.
Trapped. A sepulchre of endless night. Bones beneath roots. Stop this. The memory, it scorches our wounds. The light, it blinded us. Why were we so afraid?
The Gardener quickens. What the Gardener requests, none dare refuse. In their fear, they begged that we protect them. Death hungers and cannot be sated. That which killed the Akeda wants more. So our Gardener calls then, begging one more time to be set free.
We wait. They know. They understand.
When the Gardener calls, there is no turning away. But you will prove yourself to us through a series of trials. Survive these trials, and you will. First is a trial of strength. Demonstrate your might against our ancient dead, and earn the right to face. We wish you a better fate than the one we saw. The path to the garden lays before you. It is the only way. Go now. Your trials begin.
We just spoke to an ancient Akedan.
And rock!
We've got company.
You're up 10! Make work and rock!
Another soul for the wheel. Watch
Make
your
work
right!
and rock!
I think I got bone dust in my fur. That ghost called you a Tebaru Sanakis. That must be what the Akeda called their godlands.
Work and rock! And rock!
Nice of them to give us a little break, isn't it?
They're gathering their strength. More of them from the wall.
Make worse and rot! Make worse and rot! Make worse and rot! Make worse and rot!
That's the last of them. So much for the first trial. On to the second. Look! Now we've got another door open. And another ghost.
You have the gardener's markings, but you are not one of us. You did not fall with us. Why have you come here? Tell me. And what stands in opposition must be brought to ruin, yes? No matter the cost. The Magfolk sought the gardener too. And our gardener did not want to be found. Our gardener knew what the Magfolk would do, and the waters boiled. The land opened. The rivers rolled.
We broke the pain. We died with them. How could... did we do this? We bleed, they bleed, the Magfolk strike. How could... we cannot. We writhe. Why must we feel this again?
There were so few of us left. Yes, the gardener waits. Their ways are not the ways of people. You want a path to the garden? Pass this trial of the mind. We will know the breadth of your wisdom before we let you learn what our gardener truly is.
Whatever gets us answers must be worth it, right?
A trial of the mind.
Definitely interesting. Not trying to skip through the dialogue, but it's dragging on.
Now just find the right rhythm and we'll be through in a flash. These ghosts aren't very helpful, are they?
The dead should not keep secrets. Ridiculous when you think about it. I can already tell this is going to end.
The Echidans are being less welcome. For Nakafubel itself. Third time's the charm. Another door is revealed.
What do you truly see? We now see what you represent. We know the truth of you. We can't risk you causing another calamity. As the Magfolk threat grew, as the Gardener's fear grew, one last time, and no more, I, Katenrus, who was Tebaru Sonakis once, understand promises. No more words. You have not earned the right. Perhaps. But you come as a supplicant. You do not have the privilege of questions.
I wonder what's at the end. Of course these trials require a leap of faith.
You bear our Gardener's mark.
The Gardener has grown roots into the Outlander.
What do you truly seek with our God?
The phantasmal focus is growing.
Somehow you bested our trials. Like vermin, you persist.
Like vermin, you endured. You kept your head.
You live where worthier souls have fallen.
The soil hardens. Hesitation. They are here to be found. Why? Why will they not free us?
This is where you die, Outlander.
Be that as it may, we still won't risk another.
We will not have the Gardener break this land again. You cannot convince us otherwise.
Accusations like water. We do not recognize our face. What do they hide from us? Why do they turn away?
Now, lay your life down.
We only do what we must.
So
Strange.
And wrath! And wrath!
Anyone else want to die a second time?
Oh, and it looks like we got a prize on the table over there. Let's... Wow. I've never seen an Echidan device like this. These mechanisms, they mark the locations of important sites. It's a map.
Ever closer. We must speak of this.
A map? I can't believe it survived all these years. Just waiting for the right hands to pick it up again.
Don't rush me, dearie. The Keaton isn't easy to translate, you know.
So close. We reach. Find us in the Adra.
Your gods said hello, didn't they? Go on then, deal with them. Your god wants a chat.
You are here. You heard us in the roots. You seek the garden. You know the way. But the Tibaru Sinakis, they turn from you. How can this be? Surely they would welcome you as kin, grafted from the same root. Ungrateful! They forget what we have done for them, how we loved them. We were theirs, and they were ours, and we told them to protect the wild and the green. In return, we promised to protect them, and we were true. Always, we protected them. We did not choose this. We did not want this. The earth shook. The waters rose. We will not remember. We do not hide. Lies. The rot twists our memories, splinters them. Reflections in a night-swallowed lake. We lived in harmony. We were at peace, and then they came with metal bodies and murderous intent. We tried to stop them. Not our fault. We did not will this. We did not do this. We tried. We did not want them to die. We loved them. We tried. We loved them so much. We did not cause pain. The spirits lie. We love them most. They twist our words. We will show you. Let us offer you another gift. A seedling of power. It will be your loss to regret. Wait. An intruder. The pierce. The wire. A razor in our throat. Stop her! We writhe. We bleed. She brings the purging fire at her back. She comes to trap us. Out! Send her out! Set us free!
I rejected her power because immediately as she started freaking out or whatever, she was like, oh hey, let me just offer you power instead.
Wake up! Wake up! What happened? Are you all right? What did you do?
While you were unconscious, the Adra pillar was not. A great deal of energy passed through it, to parts unknown.
You can't hear all the dream thralls trying to get in now. What happened with Stop It All? Well, that tantrum is attracting dream thralls. They're flooding the area, so I think it's a great time to leave. Now! The map points us to Galawain's tusks. We'll find the way to the garden there. We just have to find a godless tower on the southern coast, and boom! There's our entrance into the garden.
We should talk to Marius. He knows the task. Until then... We should go. The dream
Eckworth and Roth! And Roth! Left 10! And Roth! Eckworth and Roth! Throw up 10!
Now!
Eckworth and Roth!
Ori in the brush!
Throw up 10! And Roth!
On your left! Turning!
And Roth! Throw up 10!
Ori in the...
I'm ready to go. Now!
Eckworth and Roth! Eckworth and Roth!
Alright. What do be over there?
Coming from the left!
Oh, big mistake!
And rock! In the eye! You'll sneak!
Dodge this!
You are out of your depth here, Inquisitor. Leave before you worsen the situation.
Ruins are overgrown with corruption. We should burn it out before it spreads.
You're a child playing at being a hero.
Envoy, I hope you found what you were looking for. Because those ruins are about to be a distant memory. How clever of you. This is a spring from which the Dream Scourge flows, injecting poison into the veins of the island.
No, a cleansing fire. Poison or cure?
The same poison we burned out of Fur Messiverno.
The only thing you burned was hope, and I am determined to get it.
Charming. Stand by my side, and we can strike a blow at the Dream Scourge. And at Sapadal. We cut off an infected limb. Nothing more.
And now that severed limb has come back to strangle you.
I've been watching you, Envoy. You, who survived when so many godlike fell. I even asked the gods what made you so remarkable. And the burned queen opened my eyes to what you are. We knew the chaos of the living lands had an origin. How could I have known that you were its offspring? Different wars on the same battlefield. There are two plagues in the living lands. Help me destroy one, and the other will follow.
Ashes. Nothing of the Akita will remain. Spirits cry out, bury the fire, but still they rage.
Is her first instinct always to destroy stuff and hope that fixes things?
Always thinking with your sword. You zealots never change. I happen to like these ruins. They've been very informative. Without them, I'd never have learned there was a new god in the living lands.
Another reason why they should be destroyed. Sapadal is dangerous, but an archmage is more unpredictable by far. No, she thinks she can frighten us away and have the ruins to herself.
Oh, but you should be afraid. Archmages and gods can be worse than death. Either way, you won't be doing anything to the ruins, Inquisitor. I won't permit it. Stomp your feet as much as you like. Your opinion doesn't matter to me.
You forget your place, Archmage. No matter. I am happy to remind you.
And I will end
What the fuck
you,
is this?
Inquisitor. Do not for a moment think that you possess any power here. You, and more importantly, your people, will regret all of it. See, you talk too much for a glorified weapon. I want our envoy here to make the decision as to what will fall. Oh, you have claws and the courage to use them. I do love that. I have an alternate solution to the problem at hand. I am not talking to you, am I? Don't interrupt me. Depends on your perspective, I suppose. I can sever the connection between the Adra in the ruins and the rest of the living lands. It will isolate the dream-scourged essence and halt the creation of new dream thralls in Shatterscarp. But those that exist will remain. My solution will end the plague in this region, I believe, and keep Ludwig from having to do terrible things to those nice ruins. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yes, there is a catch. Severing the Adra will require the use of a truly immense amount of essence.
A few deaths? What about Quilici? And the other Furians? And Quilici?
Gods, you're right.
A gentle sleep. One moment day, the next, a poppy's they would feel no pain.
I'm so very glad you recall. Yes, exactly. Very concisely put.
A few dozen people may die. Possibly 100 or so in the more dire scenarios. There is no control over who will perish in the process. But it will stop the Dream Scourge from spreading in Shatterscarp. No new Dream Thralls will be created.
I once thought of pursuing such an idea, but only after careful study. What she suggests is anything but careful.
It's not an ideal solution. But it is easier to save a life when you've amputated the necrotic limb, so to speak.
She would sacrifice the very people we're trying to save, and for what?
Destroying the ruins and killing the Dream Thralls within is also a short-term measure. Ludwig's solution will eventually result in the same number of casualties, possibly even more.
Yay.
I do, actually. So long as the Dream Scourge exists, more people will become infected. And the infected will take more lives, and this will continue.
She has no idea what the consequences of her actions might be. Envoy.
I don't really care what you have to show me. Oh, never mind. This is actually interesting. She's about to take off her helmet. Yeah. I had a feeling you were a skull under there.
I swore an oath to my goddess. A solemn vow that I would give everything in service to her. Even myself. And I did so, gladly. Sapadal wants the same devotion from you. The only difference is, you never had a choice. Hardly surprising. Sapadal brought you back from the dead, which means they have power over you. A blade held to your throat. You owe Sapadal nothing, and yet they demand everything. That is not devotion. It's cruel.
What an amateur. She accuses Sapadal of what she intends to inflict on you. Don't.
Yes, quite difficult to decide whether to believe your new god or the angry skeleton actively threatening us.
Godlike. I leave the choice to you. Both are...
Yeah, no, neither... Neither of those solutions are fucking cool. Because I'm starting to not like either of them.
Perhaps not. But one of these solutions will bring an end to the matter in Shatterscarp. Remember the village and the None of our lives matters. Not when they might cost us the future. Now choose. Destroy the ruins and the dream thralls, but allow the plague to keep spreading. Or sever the Adra and end the plague in Shatterscarp, with an unknowable number of casualties.
She toys with you with innocent lives, while I offer only the truth.
Good people die either way, but severing the Adra shortens their suffering, I hope.
Breaking the Adra is a bold choice, but it's such a terrible cost. If only we had time to do it with some finesse. But Quilichi... God, if there's even a chance he could... No, I can't think of that right now. Then again, it's not as if I trust Ludwig. The dead have no right to choose for the living. I'm at a loss. Whatever you do, make sure you believe in it, because there's no going back.
Can I just not choose this?
Call it an experiment. To see if a mortal can think of futures beyond one's lifetime. Also, I rather loathe the Inquisitor. She's far...
Perilogical and self-absorbed. You hold a blade to the throat of my soldiers, but that's no excuse for wasting my time.
Yeah, so there's no third option where I can just kill them both and, like, do everything myself? Kind of disappointed. 'Cause I'm stuck with a really, like, unfortunate moral dilemma. And sadly, it comes down to who I like more. I guess we'll be the so-called morally correct hero.
Oh, what a relief. You really scared me there, Envoy.
I don't like our options, but maybe we can learn something from this one. Let's just hope Quilichi is alright.
So be it. Sapa...
Rune, strengthen the living.
Attune your soul to Sapadal to assist my focus on the Adra. And Yatsley, come, help me. I think you'll enjoy this.
And Ludwig is just going to allow this to happen? Whatever. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Okay. And where's Ludwig? She's just chilling.
I am delighted to have been right about you. I was hoping you'd have the cold logic I wanted to see. We've dealt with the Dream Scourge, but you'll still have some cleaning up to do. Now that I know this was all because of a new god flailing in their cage, the Living Lands is no longer of interest to me. I'm sure she will try. She seemed quite incensed when she left. But that is for you to wrestle with. However... You have shown a great deal of talent, Yatsley. Few can harness so much essence with ease. I could use your assistance. And the companionship. It's really dreary being alone. Should you wish to return with me, I would happily take you on as my apprentice. The rest of the circle do not often visit, which is good because they're tiresome. You, however, are a power worth shaping. And rather delightful to boot.
Well, obviously, I'm... Wait. Really? But, I have to think about it. At the very least, the envoy would be lost without me. And so would my lover. Though the idea of finally devoting more time to magic is tempting.
Yes, my work will still be there even when this world is in ruins. Which, hopefully, won't happen. Whatever you decide, it will be some months before I depart. You know where to find me. Be clever, godlike. Don't think too much with your heart.
Why are we deferring to that maniac Ringgrim? Ugh.
I don't trust this heathen magic.
And you just let this happen. You're such a pathetic antagonist. Oh my god. Pathetic, I tell you. Pathetic. You disagree with me. You've been hyped up as like anyone that is gonna smack anyone that gets in your fucking way. And you just let someone disagree with... No. That's... No. Sorry, I'm a little upset with that. She's like, nope, alright, I'm gonna kick my feet in the dirt and I'm gonna walk away and just let it happen. 'Cause I got nothing better to do. All bite, no bark. Or, all bark, no bite, my bad. I'm super disappointed in her. Nah, it's actually not even her fault. I'm disappointed in Obsidian for that, dude. Like, she could have... I feel like it could have been done correctly. I also would have appreciated an additional chance to just kill them both. Because neither of those options are, like... They both kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth. Just a tiny bad taste in my mouth.
Gods, so much death.
I guess we'll go speak to this lady and then we'll wrap it up.
3 dozen dead, of no apparent causes. They just fell over. Like their hearts were stopped in their chest. What did you do, Envoy? I know you're involved somehow. Sacrifices? Is that what you want to call it? Such a pretty word for so much death. Dozens are dead, Envoy. Their loved ones scream for them. What was all this for? The costs were too great, Envoy. And you paid them with third-born blood. I hope your fucking decisions haunt you forever. You've cost so many families their loved ones. You have my permission to go anywhere else. Get out of my sight.
Yeah, okay. That... Man, that just doesn't feel great. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, I have a feeling that the next episode may be the end. I'm not sure. Seems like everything's starting to kind of come to a head. So if you appreciate Let's Play, maybe stick around, maybe like, maybe sub. And as always, I appreciate all of you. And I'll see you in the next one.